Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about Bianca Censori stepping into frame while Ye was on live stream. And guess what? Luckily, Ye had someone around him that was conscious and alert, also quick, to block Bianca's from the live stream, because it wasn't as though she just stepped into frame. No, she was nude. Now, I know that when I do videos, a lot of people, they don't pay attention to any of the information that is, in the video. They will be off in the comments talking about something that's far off, far related, not even closely connected, because I know that someone is about to tell me in the comment section that, oh, she was wearing clothes. She was wearing a black outfit. I know what you're talking about. No. Two different scenarios, two different instances. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because do you guys remember? It was 2 days ago that we saw Bianca Censori posted a photograph of herself on her Instagram story. She was, stooping down, crouched over. You could tell that she was nude. Fishnet stocking, that was it. Nothing more. The long, beautiful wig, right? Well, that was the date of the live streaming. That is what she was wearing. She wasn't wearing a thong, pasties, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the room was filled with Ye's pals. They were on live stream. Bianca entered into the room, and Sneeko realized that she wasn't stepping out of frame because Bianca apparently, I don't know why she wasn't aware that the live stream was actively going on. I don't know if she just, entered the building, came on the scene. We don't know. But Sneeko realized that Bianca was coming closer and closer, because there are actually, people got videograms of it, and you can literally see pictures of her coming closer and closer. And once she got midway, Sneeko realized that, oh shit, she has no idea that the camera is 100% on her, and he blocked it. You could see where he put his hand there and blocked it. Now, you guys might be asking, why is it that Bianca's so naked around so many men? Why Ye has this woman naked around so many men? Remember, Amber Rose told us that this is what Ye likes. He likes when a woman is desired by other men. He likes when his partners are provocatively dressed. It boosts his ego, and it makes the woman desirable to other men. Remember that he has been talking about CUCK, and, a few days ago, I said to you guys, a story came out wherein Ye trying to hire a male adult star, allegedly, to smash Bianca Censori. It is a black guy with a particular feature, read between the lines. And the guy is known for that. And women in the industry also pay that guy to smash them. So he wanted to pay that guy, allegedly, to smash Bianca. But the guy is not into men, they say. And as such, the guy declined Ye's offer, because the guy is saying, if it was before Ye's support of Diddy, and before Ye saying all the things that he has been saying on social media, he would have taken up Ye on the offer, because the money was really damn good. He's saying that the money is not something that he was ever offered before for his service, allegedly. So he loved that the money was 5 or 6 times the usual offer. But he's saying that also, the money being 5 or 6 times the usual offer was also a red flag for him, because he's saying if Ye has been supporting Diddy so heavily, and Diddy can do no wrong for Ye, immediately he got in his head that if he does this while he's there smashing her, Ye is gonna take him like Diddy allegedly takes the men while the men are smashing Cassie. And the guy is saying, that's not how he rolls. Now, when I heard that story, I was like, it's a story. It's all allegedly. I don't know what he is into, and his bedroom business is not my personal business unless he puts something out in the public. If he puts something out in the public, it's in public domain, and at that point in time, of course, bet your ass. Myself and anyone is entitled to talk about it, react to it, give their opinion on it, right? So after that story was revealed, then he basically backed up that story in a song saying that he loves to see that's happening. You know, something along the lines of he likes to watch men smash his woman and he gets off on that. So after I did that video, I know that some of you guys saw that video last week and some people were, going off the comment section like, Ye told you that, honey. I don't know. It was divine timing because when y'all were like, who told you? It would never. I went on Instagram and it was a song that was played on one of the live stream with Sneeko. Sneeko is the one that manages the live stream. Do you guys remember that? When you said that he wanted to do an interview with DJ Academics, I had suggested that he get his own live stream. And he listened. He got his own live stream because I'm saying, stop running around to go on people's live stream when you could actually literally be one of the biggest streamers out here, but you just need someone to keep you in order, right? He tried it at first, banned within the first 7 minutes, but evidently whatever, I don't know which and what platforms they're using, but his live stream is going. Now, I'm going to say this. I think that if Ye should get his mental health under control, I think that Ye can beat Joe Rogan and all of the top podcasters when it comes to live stream. Because if you look at Ye years ago when Ye used to do the TED Talks and all of that, when he had his, thoughts together and he used to talk about Disney, how these kids channels are used to brainwash and to program kids. And when he talks about, money, how he talks about commercialism, those were some damn good discussions that lives on today. Like those were gems. Those were lessons. Those were crash courses on life. Like something that a college would take 3 or 4 years to teach to you. You would make it in simpler terms in 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm just saying, because the guy is really good when his thoughts are together. When he's the best version of himself, he's a philosopher, and he teaches really great philosophy. And this is why so many people are so sad, so heartbroken. And this is why some people will still root for him because they remember like where he's coming from and they can see where he's at now. And people are smart enough to know that people just don't go from that to this. And it's normal. People know that automatically. It's not normal, even without him saying what is going on to him. Also, I have to keep saying this because I realize that it's either there's some people who are saying, oh, you need to provide us evidence of Ye's mental illness because he keeps saying that he's ill. No, when people keep saying that, and when people keep saying, who told you that Ye is ill? I'm looking at you to be more mentally unwell than Ye is. Because if you have been keeping up with anything that Ye has been saying, you would hear the guy literally telling you, if you have seen the press release from Yeezy.com with them sending over the information to sue the dentist requesting, documents, etc., etc. And if you read that press release, he's saying it in the press release. I'm wondering what is going on with people. I'm happy that I got to experience this timeline, even though it is so unpleasant, because this was such a new moment of learning of how dangerous the world truly is. And it really depicts, it really, really does show how innocent people end up behind bars, because irrespective of the facts that are there in black and white, there are people who are willing to lie, just plain out, blatantly lie for absolutely no reason. So to the people who keeps, being in denial, I look at you two ways: being more mentally unwell than Ye, or completely just clueless, lost to this entire thing, and it's just trolling, right? But as I was saying, I think that if Ye could get his mental health under control and get like some work done on himself, I think he could really actually beat out Joe Rogan. We're not going to see the version of Ye that we once saw. Sloan Bella already told us that even if he had left a thread to find his way back, his mental health is so damaged that he wouldn't be able to find his way back. And now we're seeing what Sloan Bella had said coming to pass, and he's literally letting us know that in that press release and in the court filing that they did, right? So I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying, if you could only just get something under control and get some help, we could see a better delivery of his thoughts on those live streams. But as it relates to his wife, Bianca Censori, no, I'm concerned, because my reason for being concerned is is not her nudity so much, because I understand with being a nudist, this is how nudist works. This is how she also gets her kicks. She's on board with it. But I'm wondering, like, what else is she about? What else? Because I understand pulling off a nude stunt at the Grammys, because that's the Grammys red carpet. And if you're gonna pull a, stunt, what better place other than the Grammys red carpet? So that is not, while it triggered a lot of people, for me, it's neither here nor there. She's a grown woman. But when you step into a room consistently displaying your nude body, to men, and it's not as though it was like a podcast where you had that kind of discussion about nudity, embracing nudity. It was just a live stream, like the JJ was out, everything was out, fishnets, and the guys were there. I guess after a while, the guys are gonna stare. They're gonna be distracted, but after a while, they're gonna be. It's gonna be neither here nor there for them. And the next thing is, because this phase in Ye and Bianca's life, it's gonna come to an end, because after a time, everyone is gonna see her naked, accustomed to seeing her naked, and there'll be nothing new to see here. When it gets to that point, I'm wondering what's gonna happen. And also, I'm wondering, because as people get older, they shift into a new position. I'm wondering, as Bianca gets older, what position is she going to shift into, and how is she going to feel about this current timeline? Because I'm wondering if she's going to feel as though she made some mistakes, and if it's going to be hard for her to get it over. And I'm wondering, I wasn't concerned before now, but now, having all the details that they've shared with us, I'm wondering, how does her parents feel to know that this is what is going on with her husband? Her husband has basically admitted to being very mean and cruel to her because of his nitrous oxide use. So I'm wondering, where does her parents stand with this marriage? And not just the marriage, but also what she's doing with her life, you know? Because people can say that, oh, you can afford to give her that money. It's good to get money, okay? But it's even better to learn how to make your own money to create a brand and an image for yourself. And I believe that Bianca is far too talented and she has way too much available to her at this point in time not to be making her own money and not to be making her own brand. She needs to make something that is not connected to Kanye for herself, because I believe that this relationship with Bianca, I honestly believe it's not going to last. And I have to keep it real. Seeing everything that was detailed to us, seeing that, they have detailed him being mean to her, seeing that the nitrous oxide, based on their words, has caused permanent brain damage, I can't see their relationship changing. I can see it being in a repeated cycle. And as such, I can't see her staying because there are other men in the industry that are craving Bianca who would really be happy and would give anything to have Bianca displayed on their arm. And those men can also offer her more stability, and there are also men that are not in the industry who are also craving her, because men with money loves women like Bianca. Many of them may not tell you this, but men with money, the billionaires and the multi-millionaires, even if she's a gold digger, they're going to tell you that they don't have a problem with her being a gold digger. And many of them love gold diggers, especially when they look like Bianca. So I can't see their marriage lasting much longer because it's just too rocky. They have too many elements against them. And it seems as though they have more going against them than what they have going on for them. Too many obstacles. And it seems as though the only good thing in this is like their talent and the money. But I think she's going to become exhausted and tired, and she's going to want change, and Ye will not be able to give her that change that she needs and craves. And I believe that after she leaves, that's when Ye is going to fight to fix himself. And I think that we're going to see a shift in Ye going back to a version of what he was. Because I do believe Sloan now more than ever that even if he had left a thread to find his way back, he would not be able to find his way back to who or what he was before. And that is something I believe, based on the details that he has submitted, we can definitely see examples of that in his day-to-day, um, you know, activities and the words that he shares and says oftentimes online. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take about, Bianca Censori stepping into Livestream, full view, naked, and Nico had to be quick to block her. And do you really think that Ye could actually have one of the best live streams out there? I want to hear from you guys. So let me know what's your take. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.